Hello everyone, Professor P here, and welcome to Module 8. Now in our last module we looked at the digital battlefield and the business models that really drive it. But this week we're going to be shifting our focus to the infrastructure and the execution. We're talking about the wireless networks, the system development, and the project management side of this. Think of it this way: if Module 7 was the what and the why of business, Module 8 is going to be our how. How do we stay connected while mobile? How do we build the systems that collect our data? And more importantly, how do we manage those massive projects so they don't, crash and burn? So our roadmap for this week was we're going to be covering chapters 16, 17, and 8 weeks, so it is a heavy module here at the very end of the semester. We have three main pillars this week we're going to be covering. First is the wireless and mobile business, which is really chapter 16. We're going to look at modern work. It doesn't really just happen at a desk anymore. It happens everywhere. We'll look at why mobile first is the new standard and the security risk of open networks and the technical trade-offs between speed, reliability, and cost. Then our second pillar, we're going to be doing the SDLC, which is all of chapter 7, because we know that systems don't appear by magic. Systems development lifecycle is the blueprint for how businesses plan, build, and deploy technology. So we're going to talk about why garbage in always leads to garbage out, long before the first line of code is ever written. And then we're going to compare the traditional waterfall method to the fast-paced world of Agile. And our third pillar is going to be project management, which is all about chapter 18. This is where the rubber really meets the road. Now, most tech projects fail not because people are bad at tech, but because poor planning and scope creep. So we're going to look at the triple constraint of time, cost, and scope. And we'll discuss when it makes sense to keep a project in-house versus when to outsource it. Now, for any of you that are looking for an analyst, you might be asking, I am an analyst, I want to be an analyst. Why do I need to know about project management or Wi-Fi categories? Well, the truth of the matter is, if you don't understand the system that produces your data, you cannot trust your data. So if a system was built with poor requirements during the SDLC, your analysis will be flawed from the very first day. In the workforce, you're likely to be a functional stakeholder. You'll need to know how to speak the language of developers and project managements to ensure your data needs are actually get captured very correctly. Now, for your deliverables this week, we're going to be doing our Power BI chapter. Remember that this is our Module 8. That's the final Power BI chapter before your final project. The deadline, of course, everything's always due on Fridays at 5 p.m. according to your pacing schedule. Please recall that late work is not accepted for any reason. It is not a Mac Zero. Now, this is a heavy module, but it is incredibly rewarding. Understanding how systems are built is the secret to becoming a very high-level analyst. So dig into the readings, watch the supplemental lectures, and just, jump in and get to work. I'll see you inside the data and understand that this is our final Module 8. After this, you have your capstone project and your final exam, and you are done with our class. Guys, take a special look at that triple constraint and understand garbage in categories, and you'll be good to go. If you need me, let me know. Otherwise, have a very fruitful day. I'll see you guys in the data.